Alright, ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about the Warriors beating the Spurs. Yes, they beat the Spurs tonight, 125-120 on the road, where they have struggled. They have been awful on the road this year. Pretty sure most of their games they've won at home. And then they go on the road tonight, beat San Antonio 125-120. A pretty damn good Spurs team, to be exact. You know, with Wemby, Fox, a bunch of other guys, Castle. But that third quarter I thought was really the difference, where kind of the second and middle of that second quarter and then the third quarter is where they really got going. They finally started to make some shots because they started forcing shit in the first quarter. They took three after three after three after three, which they just weren't falling. But in the second quarter, Moses Moody kind of got them going a little bit. He kind of kept them in it. And then Steph was making some shots, it's just they weren't three-pointers. But Moody, give him credit, he kept them really in it in that second quarter. He got hot. But then eventually, you know, Steph was going to get going. He did. He was 5 of 16 from 3, so he didn't shoot the most efficient night from 3. But he was really getting past defenders, felt like, whenever he wanted. And he finally got free throws. I think he shot, 14 free throws tonight? He was actually legit getting fouled. It's not these are bad calls. He was, like, legit getting fouled. But yeah, he had 46. He had 22 in the third quarter. 22 of his 46 points were in the third quarter. And this is a close game down the stretch, but the Warriors were able to get it done. Give Draymond Green credit. Not talking about offensively because he was 1 for 10, but he took 7 threes. I don't want him shooting that many, but his defense was damn good on Wembanyama. I thought he defended Wembanyama as good as you can. You know, he's going to like a foot to Wembanyama, and I thought his defense was great tonight. A defensive masterclass. You're not going to get the offensive masterclass from Draymond Green, but nearly foot shorter Draymond Green, just great defense. That's as good as I've seen anybody defeat Wembanyama. Moses Moody kept the Warriors afloat in the first half. GP2 had really good second half energy, especially in the fourth quarter. I don't know how many offensive rebounds he ended up with, but he was really good on the glass, and he's just a different player when Steph comes in. Maybe I'm just too harsh on GP2 when it's Steve Kerr who should realize GP2's much better when he's in there with Curry. But his energy was great. Obviously, Steph and Jimmy Butler were key contributions. Steph had an off night last night, and he showed up much better tonight with 44. They could have had more if he made a few more threes that were open. But Jimmy Butler just making things happen with his drives and some shot making. He made 5 threes. That 5th one, they just left him open. I get you want to dare Jimmy Butler to shoot, but if he's made 4 of them, you might want to go out there and get a hand in his face. But hopefully this is something to build off of for this team. But I feel like this team goes as Curry, Butler, and Draymond goes, their trio. But Draymond's defense was great. But yeah, Curry had 46. Tonight, let's go over his splits. Since I get him pulled up here on my computer. He had 44 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 13 of 25 from the floor, 5 of 16 from 3. So, didn't shoot the most efficient from 3 tonight. Still a little bit off, but he made a few. And he was 13 of 14 from the free throw line. So, fantastic game from Steph. Banking in jumpers, driving to the basket. So, great game from Steph to not only turn the ball over once. I mean, he took 16 threes because he's the best shooter ever. People tried to tell me after one game last night he was washed. The refs helping him pull this one out of the hat. Yeah, them refs sure helped score 43 points in the third quarter, didn't they? The Spurs seemed like their deep three-point defense is a weakness, and they took too many three-pointers down the stretch, especially Vassell. He went like 0 for 5 in the clutch. And they've good defense on Wemby. I mean, what fouls? Come on, be for real, man. Spurs lost this game on their own. And Kuminga went out of this game with an knee soreness. Look, I think the Warriors are a different level team when Kuminga is not involved. I don't know. He just doesn't fit this team on either end of the floor, and Kurt always uses him falsely anyways. The writing's on the wall. Move him to a better situation so that both parties can thrive their own way. Enough is enough. I just don't think he fits this team, honestly. He can go... They can trade him elsewhere, and maybe it'll work out somewhere else. It just seems like he's more focused on his points and not the team. That's just me. And they changed the starting lineup. They put Will Richard and Moses Moody in the starting lineup. Will Richard didn't really do much. He was kind of just hustling, running cardio. He did hit a big three-pointer, though, in the fourth quarter. So there's that. Maybe he was a little bit nervous his first start. But I don't know if it's going to be the lineup going forward. Fuck if I know. But the Warriors need this badly to break this 6-game losing streak on the road. And this 1-6 road record in general. Steph said enough is enough and scored 44 unbelievable points by the cheat code. Was the lineups at times perfect? No, not really. But Draymond was able to play great defense. That's really all they needed against Wembanyama. Guy's a beast. But really the key was that third quarter, especially Steph scored 22, was 5 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 9 of 9 from the line in those 8 minutes. You know, Buddy Hield, how the hell is he still getting minutes? Oh, he had 4 points tonight, 2 free throws and a layup. But the lineups at times were terrible, where they had Curry, Richard, Hield, Kuminga, and Horford on the floor. And then there was a 4-guard lineup, and Curry thinks he's doing something different with his rotations. How's that going to help Curry to run 3 guards next to him? There's no advantage to that. The roster isn't really that good enough to run that. But if you have Draymond defending Wemby that good, maybe it doesn't matter, but your offense just needs to keep scoring like they did tonight. Well, not in the first quarter, where they were just chucking 3 after 3 and missing. But let's get to the next thing. Curry will deservedly get a ton of praise for tonight's winning. He had 22 in that third quarter, just greatness. But don't forget about the non-Steph minutes near the end of that third quarter. The Warriors were a +5 in nearly the 7 minutes Curry rested, spanning the third and fourth quarters. Jimmy Butler led the way in that stretch. But Curry had 46-5. Let's talk about Jimmy. 28 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds from Jimmy Butler tonight. He had hit 5 3-pointers, 7 of 12 from the field. What a game from Jimmy. 8 assists, no turnovers. Steph almost had a 50 ball. No turnovers by Jimmy. Just perfect game management by them tonight. Jimmy Butler hit 5 threes. Also had 3 steals. They just need... I think they need to stick with this starting 5. With what they run tonight. I still think Will Richard's good. He just didn't do much tonight. And he also was in a little bit of foul trouble. But Jimmy also was 7 of 12. 5 of 7 from 3. 6 boards. 8 assists. Done it all tonight. You know, Curry was the Batman, Jimmy was the Robin tonight. So yeah, fantastic game from Jimmy. So let's go over the other guys tonight. Will Richard had 3 points, 1 assist, 1 board, hit a big 3. In the fourth quarter, when the Spurs had momentum, cut it to 2 points, a 2-point lead. Draymond 6 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. He was 1 of 10 from the field. His offense is never really that great, but his defense was fantastic. Moody, 19 points, 3 assists, 3 boards. Kept the Warriors in it in the first half. I believe he ended up with like 4 or 5 threes. They got to keep him in the starting lineup. He's a fucking sniper from 3 this year. Kuminga, 0 points, 4 rebounds in 12 minutes. Buddy Hield, 4 points. Quentin Post only played 5 minutes. Pods, 6 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Even at times, had not great possessions. There were times where he had okay possessions. Horford, 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds by Al Horford. 39 years of age, 3 of 7 from the field, made 3 threes. He only hit those 3 shots, but they all felt like huge shots when he needed them. So 3 threes by Al Horford. That's what he's here for. Hit them threes. GP2, 4 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. I thought he gave him some good minutes. He only played because Kuminga went out with the knee soreness. But he got a lot of huge offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. So huge minutes from GP2 tonight. You know, it actually seems like he's, like I was saying, he plays good when he's on the floor with Curry. It's not rocket science, man. He can be that cutter, offensive rebounder, be basically the little big man. Except Steve Kerr puts him out there with lineups that are garbage. But the Warriors improved to 7-6. Spurs dropped to 8-3. Wemby 31 points, 10 assists, 15 rebounds, 11 of 22. But most of that was not on Draymond Green. He had also 8 turnovers. So most of the game, Wemby didn't really play well. I know he had a triple-double. And he hit some threes. But I think it was his 4th career triple-double, but he did have 8 turnovers. And most of those points were not when Draymond was on the floor, and some of it come in the fourth quarter. Devin Vassell had 15 points, but felt like he missed every shot in the fourth quarter that he took. He ended up 5 of 13. Harrison Barnes, 11 points. Former Warrior Harrison Barnes right there, 4 of 9 from the field. Terrible quarter by Harrison Barnes, couldn't buy a bucket. De'Aaron Fox, 13 points. He didn't do anything tonight, did De'Aaron Fox? He was invisible out there. I think he was only, 4 of 13 or something like that? So he was invisible. Stephen Castle, 23 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. He did foul Steph a lot. I think he ended up with 4 fouls. But he's playing this well without a consistent 3-point shot. 9 of 16. He just needs to get a consistent 3-point shot. He'll be good. Champagnie, 6 points. Sohan, 3 points, 3 rebounds. I don't know why he didn't play more. Lindy Waters, cardio. Keldon Johnson, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 69. Luke Cornett, 12 points. Most of those were on alley-oops, but no rebounds for a 7-footer. Pandeo face. But yeah, Spurs dropped to 8-3, quarter by quarter. Warriors had 14 in the first. They really struggled. But then 35 in the second, 43 in the third, and then 33 in the fourth. After that first quarter, they finally got going in the second and third quarters and hit big shots in the fourth quarter when they needed them. So let's go over the team stats. Warriors shot 42% from the field, 36 from 3. That's how you're going to beat the Spurs, is really hit a lot of 3-pointers. From what you kind of noticed, their 3-point defense really isn't that good. It's kind of a weakness. 36% from 3, 57 of their 85 shot attempts were from 3. 88 from the line, made 32 of their 36 free throws, 40 rebounds, 8 offensive, 32 defensive, 30 assists, 3 blocks, 13 steals, 15 turnovers, 22 in the paint with 18 fouls. Spurs shot 48 from the field, 35 from 3, 87 from the line, 49 boards, 13 offensive, 36 defensive, 30 assists, 3 blocks, 5 steals. They did have 20 turnovers. Finally, a game where a team has more turnovers than the Warriors. 52 points in the paint, 24 fouls. But a much-needed win, 125-120. They trailed by as many as about 16, 18 points between that early in this one. But second quarter was able to really get them back in it. Just much key factors why they won this. But I think they play the Spurs again Friday, 9:30. In the NBA Cup. Woohoo. I just want the Warriors to win another road game. So yeah, but GP2 out of the road, who's been out of the rotation with sneaky good, a +9 in 15 minutes, 4 points and 6 rebounds, including key ones down the stretch. But yeah, 125-120, good win. Next game's Friday against the Spurs again. See if they can beat them twice on the road, get 2 road wins. But yeah, that's all to say. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.